Hey everybody, I'm back again. I hope you all are having a great day. And this is a video I've been wanting to make for a little while now. I've been thinking about it. So the title of it is going to be The Lessons of Manual Labor. Um, the purpose of this video is going to be to just kind of explain some lessons I've learned and some metaphors I've stumbled across in my history of working in manual labor. So I've already said in my introduction video that I grew up off the grid. I grew up in Idaho, basically in the woods. Growing up, we had to do a lot of chores, gathering firewood, just digging holes and stuff, general labor. And then my very first job was a landscaping job. So from then on, most of my jobs have been in construction, landscaping, and carpentry. So I've always worked with my hands. I've always used tools and done a wide variety of different things, from concrete to drywall to commercial door installation. Um, I just want to talk about some of the lessons I've learned and a couple other valuable insights that I've recently gathered. So one of the things I really enjoy about manual labor or working with your hands is the fruits of your labor. I like to call it the fruit of your labor. It's basically when you've worked a hard day, you've been very productive, and then you take a step back at the end of the day and you see what you've done, and it's just this amazing feeling where you can see something that you physically made with your hands. It's just an amazing feeling, and that's one of the things that brings me back to manual labor. I just love that feeling at the end of the day. So now I want to get into the lessons. The first lesson I've learned is listen to your body. So when you're working with your hands and your body, you're carrying things all day long, you're holding things, you're stepping over things, you have to be kind of agile, you're working under the sun, you're working in all different conditions, all types of weather, wind, rain, snow. So with this, at least in my experience, you gain kind of an intimate connection with your body, because you kind of learn how your mind and your body connect. Because when we step onto a new job site, there's a set of plans rolled up in a tube. We take those plans, we unroll them, we look at them, and right there, that's the idea of the project. The project hasn't taken any kind of shape yet. It's just an idea in someone's head, the building designer or the planner. So we take that idea and we manifest it in the world with our hands. We use our hands to build the idea and make it into something tangible. So to me, this is a very interesting thing to think about, because anything you can create physically starts in your head, but it's manifested through your hands. So that's one of the lesson number one, is just getting in touch with this mind-body connection, and I think it's very valuable to have that. Okay, so lesson number two. This is probably my favorite one. It's going to be called Carry Your Own Tools. So when I started construction, in the beginning, I was able to borrow tools off of coworkers and my boss and stuff, but at a certain point, you're going to be expected to carry your own tools, have your own tool bags, and you're going to carry your tool bags pretty much all day long, every day, as long as you work. You're going to have your own basic set of tools. You got your hammer, your speed square, your tape measure, you got a chalk line, pliers, depending on what trade you're in. Right now I'm in the concrete trade. I do concrete construction, housing foundation, so my tools are a little bit different than someone else. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about this is because carrying your own tools is a metaphor I've stumbled across for life. In life, you can get started by borrowing someone else's tools, and by tools I mean someone else's motivation or someone else's strengths and unique qualities, that can get you started, but eventually to be as efficient as possible, you have to seek within and find your own tools. You have to find your own strengths and your own unique characteristics that are special to you, and these are the things that make you special, and the things that you need to utilize to be as effective as possible. And you have to carry, just like at a job site where you're carrying your tool bags all day long, you have to carry these tools that you find with you in every situation in life, because um, life is basically just a big classroom, as I've talked about on another video. Every moment of every day is a potential lesson, and you could you could be learning valuable information or some kind of lesson at any point in time. So yes, carry your own tools, but before you can carry them, you gotta find them. How do you find them? You look within. You gotta quiet everything down. You gotta maybe spend some time alone, or just kind of ponder and figure out what these tools are inside of you. Okay, lesson number 3. This is going to be called flexibility. So in construction, one of the biggest things I've realized is you have to be very flexible. You're dealing with other contractors, you're dealing with lots of different people. All these people come together to make a project work. So in my experience, since I do housing foundation, we have to be in contact with the concrete materials suppliers. They supply us all the things that we need for our forms, like our spacers, rebar, types of things like that, tie wire. We have to be in contact with them. We have to be in contact with the company that supplies our concrete, the people that drive the concrete trucks. And then we have to be in contact with a concrete pump truck. So the concrete trucks load the concrete into a hopper, and the pump truck pumps it through a series of tubes down into where we need it so we can fill up our forms with concrete. We also have to be in touch with building inspectors. So all these different moving parts are going on, and a lot of times you have to be in a space where you can compromise and you can be very flexible, because everyone's on a different schedule, and you gotta somehow make everyone get on the same page at some point so that you can make the job happen. So it just pays, and this just goes for life. Is you're dealing with, if you want to be successful or you want to be effective, you got to realize that you're dealing with a lot of different people, you're dealing with a lot of different variables, and you just have to be flexible. Last winter I had a coworker who had a saying he called it improvise, adapt, and overcome. And for him, he was talking about it at work, just to kind of figure stuff out and get past obstacles at work. But to me, I really like this saying, improvise, adapt, and overcome. I really like it for life, because in life you just have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. As we know, common sense tells us that ideal situations are rare and they hardly exist. So you have to improvise a lot of the time. You got to adapt to different things, and you got to overcome obstacles and problems that stand in your way and that are trying to keep you from getting to your goals. And this is further proven by the scripture in the Bible that tells us God has already given us God has given us everything we need for life and godliness. Past tense. So we've already been given this. Everything we need for life, everything we need to have an abundant, successful, happy life has already been given to us. And it's not talking about something physical, like you've been handed something in your hands and you're holding it now. It's talking about internal things, like the tools I was just talking about, those strengths, those unique qualities, the ability to ask questions and find answers. That's what I'm talking about. So just take a little time to ponder the statement I just made. you've already been given everything you need for life and godliness. And obviously, nobody's perfect. We're all still learning here. We're all still working on stuff, but it always helps to just kind of refer back to statements like that and scriptures to get you in a mental space where you're really just thinking about how you can be stronger, and you're just seeking these internal strengths that you have within you. But anyway, guys, just a quick video about the strengths, just a quick video about the virtues and lessons that I've learned in my history of manual labor. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share, and subscribe if you like it. Alright guys, have a great day.